YouTube video for today quite yet. I'm going to go through and find the picks right now as we speak. So what's up, everybody on YouTube? I was just telling the good folks over here on TikTok that I figured I'd flip the camera on. This is Mikey Henninger from Basement Brood Fantasy Football, Basement Brood Sports. As you may or may not know, I'm going to be posting a video today. I post a video every day with my prize picks, my underdog, my picks of the day. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we just throw the camera on, go through the research process live, just talk through some things, nothing scripted, nothing predetermined or picked ahead of time. I just thought I would kind of talk through it and see if anybody finds it interesting. If so, great. If not, that's totally cool too. It's not like I get anything out of it. So, looking at today's slate, obviously things are going to get a little bit tricky here, right? There's no NBA. They're on the All-Star break. There's no NHL. That pretty much just leaves us with college basketball that we can research and talk about confidently. Soccer is an option, but soccer is definitely not my game. I don't know anything about soccer, so I'm not even going to go there. I'm looking currently at the slate for college men's basketball, right? And right now, it looks like there's pretty much only two games that we're going to look at, right? We got the Michigan State Spartans at my Wisconsin Badgers. Go Bucky. And I promise I won't let my emotional fandom get in the way. I always let the research do the talking. All of my picks are data backed and completely built on analysis and data, stats, and facts. It's never about gut vibes or what my heart is telling me. So we're looking at Michigan State Spartans at Wisconsin Badgers. That's tonight at 7:00. But we also got UNLV running Rebels at the Boise State Broncos. That's a 9 p.m. game, a late one. Right off the bat here, let me check this one out. We got John Blackwell over 6.5 rebounds plus assists. This one's looking pretty good on the surface. Let me pop this open here real quick. Yeah, I mean, he's hit the line is over 6.5 rebounds plus assists. Looks like, I mean, he's gone 7+ in each of the last 10 games. He's averaging 8.5 over the last 10 games. Things looking pretty good there. Over his last 20, he's hitting about 70% of the time. 14 out of the last 20, he's been able to hit the over on that one, 7 or more, averaging 7.4 during that time. Looks like he's 1-for-1 against Michigan State, although both of those games were last year. Both of them were in March. One time he went over, one time he went under, so about 50-50. He is hitting the over on this, on rebounds and assists over 6.5, 70% of the time this season. 16 out of 23 games, he has gone over 6.5 rebounds plus assists. Now, I'm not loving the matchup here. I mean, Michigan State is literally the number one school in the country when it comes to rebounds allowed. Like, there's no better defense than them when it comes to rebounds. I guess on the thing I do like here is that when you look at John Blackwell's statistics and where he butters his bread, it's pretty split pretty evenly. It's like half rebounds, half assists. In some cases, it weighs a little bit more heavily on the rebound side, but he definitely gets some numbers via assists. So there's some optimism there. Although Michigan State's pretty good of a defense there. They rank 126 in the country, which sounds bad, but I mean, college basketball, there's 300+ teams. So they're a upper echelon defense for sure. But I mean, well, here's the thing though, like he hit the over against Illinois on just a few nights ago on February 10th. That's a really tough defense. They rank 74th in the country. He did the same thing against Indiana a few nights prior. That's a really tough defense. They're the 69th. They rank 69 in the country. Nice. Oh yeah, hey, Lambo, chill out. Then, dude, stop. You're messing up my mouse here. Then we got against Ohio State. That's a tough defense. 93 in the country. Minnesota 127. So, I mean, he's hit the over against some really, really tough defenses. Oh, yeah, look at this. January 10th against Michigan, he hit the over. He hit 8 rebounds plus assists, and that's the number 16 defense in the entire country. So, I mean, there's a lot to like here. I'm going to dig into this one a little bit more, but I have a feeling John Blackwell over 6.5 rebounds plus assist is going to make it into my YouTube video. for the day. Oh, let me check one more thing here. Yeah, 10 straight games. Yeah. I don't know. This one's solid. I'm going to dig deeper in that one, but let me write that one down. Where did my notebook go? Let me write that one down as a possible play that we like for today. Just so you guys know, I am posting a video pretty much every day. Saturdays and Sundays is going to be tough because I am a dad with 2 kids, and I coach baseball, I coach basketball. We got spring soccer coming up. I coach that as well. Things get a little bit hectic on Saturdays and Sundays, but Monday through Friday, man, we're going to be posting a new video on YouTube every single day. Basement Brewed Sports is my YouTube. And it's basically going to be this. We're going to be talking free picks for Underdog, free picks for PrizePicks. NBA is going to be on hiatus here for the next week, so that makes things a little bit tricky. But NHL is going to be out. But man, we got MLB starting up soon. NFL starting up soon. By the way, I've been playing a lot. I don't know where you guys play. I know a lot of people tend to play on Underdog, PrizePicks. Those are great. I tend to play on Betr, BETR. They do a lot of really cool things. They offer, like yesterday and the day before that, there was a mystery multiplier where basically it's kind of fun. You like spin a wheel and it tells you how much of a multiplier you get on your picks. So I tend to really like playing on Betr. I actually do have, I don't think I can talk about it on TikTok, so I'm not going to, but I have a promo code and a link that people can use if they want to get up to $200 in whatever, I'll throw it out there, up to $200 in deposit match, as well as you get a free $10 in your account just for signing up. So yeah, you enter promo code BBSMikey and you'll get those benefits if you want to go play on Betr. Hold on, I gotta write this thing down. John Blackwell over 6.5 rebounds plus a 6. I'm going to look into that one a little bit deeper. I don't know yet if he'll be in my video for today, but that's off to a pretty good start here. Oh, yeah, and then you look. So Underdog, wow, Underdog has this one really priced up. On Underdog, this one's minus 174, where PrizePicks and Fliff, they're minus 119, minus 120. So that's a good sign. Underdog's catching on pretty quick that this is one I wouldn't be surprised if this line starts to move up a little bit. Right now it's 6.5. There's a chance that this one's going to be 7.5, 8.5. It's currently 6:49 a.m. where I'm from, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Central Time. So pretty good chance that, come noon or so, that's going to look like 7.5, 8.5. What is your deal, Lambo? You good, bro? You good, buddy? Okay. All right. So we got John Blackwell as an option. Again, I don't know if he'll be in the YouTube video. If you're interested in the YouTube video, obviously just head over to Basement Brewed Sports. What, dude? What? Basement Brewed Sports on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you don't miss anything. All right. John Blackwell over now. Let's see here. Man, there's a lot. This is tough with hold on a minute. Okay, this one's promising. Javon Buchanan. He's a forward for Boise State. They're going against UNLV tonight, 9 p.m. I'm looking. What, Lambo? Quiet. No. My goodness. All right, I'm looking at points plus rebounds plus assists under 22.5. There's a lot to like here on the surface. Now, the red flag on the surface is kind of like we were talking about with that John Blackwell pick, the defensive matchup, right? What we didn't, the red flag for John Blackwell's situation is that he's going up against a really tough defense with Michigan State. This one is actually the opposite. We got Javon Buchanan. We're looking to hit the under, but he's going against a defense that's pretty miserable. They allow production all over the place. They rank 303rd in the country in points allowed, 279 in assists allowed, and then a much more average, a much more middling 189 in the country in rebounds allowed. That's not that part's not terrible, but still, there's not a lot to love there. However, I mean, he has like January 27th, he came way short of 22.5. He finished with just 14 against a pretty bad defense, SJSU. And then we got AFA. He's hit the under against some pretty bad defenses. He's also hit the under against some really tough defenses, which makes a lot of sense. But you look at his trends. Okay. So for starters, in 2025, he's played 23 games and he's hit the under on this 17 times. So 74% of the time, he's landing under 22.5 PRA. You look at the head-to-head, he played, both of those are last year, which makes sense. So 2 games against UNLV last year, he hit the under 21 or fewer. Again, you especially with college basketball, you want to take last year with a grain of salt, right? Because there's freshmen, sophomores, it's playing time fluctuates from year to year. So you want to take that with a grain of salt. Don't put too much stock into that. But over his last 20, he's hit in 15 out of the last 20. So 75% of the time, he's averaging 18.35 per down. That was naughty. Sheesh, this dog, man, I don't know what his deal is. Got into the coffee today. He's averaging 18.35 per game over his last 20. He's hit under 22.5 in 15 of his last 20. But if you look even, that's 13 out of his last 15 that he's hit under 22 or less. Some of these are real low. Like the number we're looking at is 22.5, but some of these he's done 4, 7, 6, 10. Like some of them come close. A couple nights ago, he hit 22. Last night, or not last night, but on the 7th, he hit 21. But I don't know. This one's got a little bit of potential here. He's hit this thing in 8 out of his last 9 games. He's averaging 19.2 per game over his last 10. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. He has fallen under 22.5 PRA in 7 of his last 8 home games. That's kind of fascinating. Again, on February 3rd, he hit, but every game, the 7 games prior to that, he came up short. And some of these were way short, 7, 6, 10. So that one's looking pretty good. I'm going to write this one down. Again, I don't know if this one's going to be in. Oh, let me check. Underdog, yeah, Underdog, it's minus 120. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Javon Buchanan, under 22.5 PRA. Not 100% again, I don't know if this is going to be in the video or not, but I thought I'd flip on the camera so that you guys can see the research process. Kids are sleeping, got to get them up for school pretty shortly. So I always, grab a cup of coffee and I'm diving into the research usually around 5:30, 6:30 a.m. every single day. So why not flip on the camera and just show you how the sausage is made, as they say. That's disgusting. Can't be showing people how the sausage is made. Let's see. Nolan Winter. No, I don't like. There's too much yellow in the algorithm there. Let's check this one out. Dylan Andrews. He's also Boise State here. This is another under PRA. It's under 24.5 PRA for Dylan Andrews, who's a guard for Boise State. What I like about this one is that he's hit the under in 18 out of 24 games this year. So 75% of the time he's falling under. He went under against these very same UNLV running Rebels on January 13th. They played them on January 13th and he only had 20. 1 game sample size. You want to be careful with that, but still, he's already had the opportunity against these guys and come up short. Last 20, it always sounds weird to say hit the under because you You hit an over. You don't really hit an under, but whatever. He's fallen under his PRA of 24.5 in 15 of his last 20. He's averaging 18.15 during that time. Now, here's the problem. 8 out of his last 10, he's come up short of 24.5 PRA. In fact, sometimes he's come up way short. On January 24th, he had 3. Okay. January 7th, he had 8. Now, the problem is each of his last 2 games, he went way over 34 and 38. That is, I mean, he did do those in some pretty favorable matchups. Like he went against some pretty tough defenses. And when you go against tough defenses, you're more likely to hit the under. That's why I say favorable. Whereas we talked about UNLV is pretty weak defense. I mean, they get steamrolled defensively basically by everybody they play. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love. He's failed to exceed. He's hit under 12 of his last 15 games. But man, I don't know. When you get a guy that's coming off, he's missed this prop in each of the last 2 games. He's gone. Not only did he miss, but he went way over, right? We're looking at 24.5. His last 2 games, both games that he's played in February, has been 34 or more. That's really tough to get behind. I understand this is a small slate and we're trying to find something, but still, you don't want to throw something out there just to throw something out there. I think there's data working against him here. Yeah, it looks like 4 of the last 5 guards to go against UNLV have gone over on their PRA, not under. So they're missing. So there's some to like, but there's quite a bit that's working against Dylan Andrews on this one. I'll write it down just to evaluate it later. Like I want to look at things like how many minutes he's playing. Like, is he playing a lot more minutes now than he was a month ago? Those are things I don't have right off the top of my head, so I'll check that out. But 24.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. So I don't know. I don't know if he'll be in the video later. Right now, I will say, as of right now, I'm liking John Blackwell over 6.5 rebounds and assists, and Javon Buchanan under 22.5 PRA more than I'm liking Dylan Andrews. But we'll give it a look. We'll see what else we can do. Nick Boyd over 19.5 points is interesting. I mean, he's hit that in each of his last 5 games. He's hit that in 8 out of his last 10. It looks like you can get a pretty nice discount on this. So this is interesting. You see sites like Sleeper and Fliff betting this one up. It gets pretty expensive on Sleeper and Fliff, but then you look at FanDuel, PrizePicks, Underdog, and it's significantly cheaper. So if you're looking for a discount, you're playing on PrizePicks or Underdog, which is where alarm's going off, which is where most people are playing. I mean, that's definitely interesting when you see sites like Fliff and Sleeper betting it up, knowing that you can get a discount. Now, again, we talked about Michigan State as a defense. They rank 21 in the country when it comes to points allowed. So Nick Boyd over 19.5 points is a little bit concerning there, but he's done it in each of the last 5 games against, we talked about this with John Blackwell, some really tough defenses. Illinois, Indiana's tough. Minnesota's tough. Michigan is tough. Well, he missed against Michigan. Wait, yeah. He hit the over against Michigan. So I don't know. There's some stuff to look at here with Nick Boyd. I don't know. He's exceeded 19.5 points in 6 straight home games. He's never gone against Michigan State, so we don't have head-to-head numbers there. I do like this. 5 of the last 6 guards to go against Michigan State have hit the over on their points line. All right. I don't know if he's going to be in there, but we're going to write it down. Nick Boyd over 19.5. Yeah, I mean, the trick here, of course, is that with PrizePicks and Underdog, you have to pick at least two. You have to pick at least two, and they can't be on the same team if you're only going with two. So we couldn't go with like Nick Boyd plus John Blackwell. But again, that Javon Buchanan number's looking pretty good. All right, I have to go get the kids up and ready for school. We got to do the dad stuff, right? Get their breakfast, get their snacks ready, make sure their lunch is good to go, their snow bags. But I am going to be, once they're on the bus, I will be digging into the research. Shortly after that, I will be putting together a video that is going to be on YouTube. So if you're into Underdog, you're into PrizePicks, you're into Betr, whatever it is that you play on, keep an eye out for that YouTube video. It's going to be over on Basement Brood Sports over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hello, looking at you, I guess. Camera's over here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you don't miss that video. Again, I don't know who it's going to be yet, but I wanted to just kind of walk you guys through what the research process looks like, or at least the beginning of the research process. So that's going to be all I got for right now. You can also find and follow me over on Twitter, BBSMikey. Subscribe on YouTube. I have a Discord. I have a Winnable. I'm all over the place. So Mikey Henninger coming at you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I guess we'll talk soon. Keep an eye out for that YouTube video. And stream on YouTube. And then